What's up, guys? Stefan, S&E's Garage. Here we have our GSF, and we are going to be doing some under the hood dress up modifications today. So under the hood of our GSF, so far we've done the RR Racing carbon fiber intake tube, we've done their air oil separator, we've done their carbon fiber heat shield, and we've also done their PCV hose delete. So the breathers on this intake tube are deleted, and you'll see right back there we have our breather. Now, I like carbon fiber. As you saw in one of our last videos, we did these mirror caps. We actually had an issue with the front lip that we ordered. We are waiting for a replacement, but that is in the works. And we're going to be doing some more carbon fiber modifications here under this hood. So if you look at this original equipment engine cover here, you're going to see that they did like a fake carbon fiber look. And it looks good, I'm not going to lie, but it doesn't look great, and we're going to improve on that drastically. So what we have here is the RR Racing carbon fiber engine cover. This is for the RCF, the GSF, and the IS500. Unfortunately, it does not come with the F logo. You are going to have to swap that over from your old engine cover onto the new one. And you are also going to have to swap the grommets that go here underneath the cover to secure it to the engine. But overall, I think this is going to be a beautiful addition to the engine bay of my GSF here. And we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna install it. And like I said, I love carbon fiber. This is the first car I've ever owned that came with some factory carbon fiber here on the front bumper and back here on the rear spoiler, along with all of the carbon fiber interior bits. So I'm gonna take the ball and I'm gonna run with it. We're gonna carbon fiber the heck out of this thing. Now, if you're like me and you have a Tom's Racing strut tower brace or any strut tower brace, your first step to installing this new engine cover is going to be removing your strut tower brace to go ahead and remove this old factory engine cover. And then we're going to have to heat this guy up here so we can basically melt the double-sided tape underneath it to then apply onto the new cover. So in our case, we are going to have the three 14mm bolts on top of the shock, that secure the strut tower brace to the strut tower. So let's go ahead, remove this strut tower, get this engine cover off. I'm going to show you how to transfer all four grommets underneath, and then we're going to work on getting the F logo off. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just... Alright, so now that we went ahead and removed our strut tower brace, we're going to go ahead, we're going to lift on all four corners here. You're going to feel it release. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to lift it straight up. We're going to flip it around. And these four grommets here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 need to be removed and reinstalled onto the carbon fiber unit. Removing them is relatively simple. You'll see they're just in a channel. You see it right in there. So all you really have to do is just kind of grab and pull. Maybe use a little screwdriver to assist you. But you'll see they come right out. Alright guys, now that we have all four of our grommets off, we are just going to go ahead and use a little bit of white lithium grease, and we're just going to very quickly give a spritz on here to where these new ones go, and they should just slip like so right into place. Just don't use too much force, squeeze it, help it in like so. Okay, and we're going to do that with all four. Now I'm just going to grab a quick paper towel here. I just want to wipe off any excess white lube that we got on here, because I do not want this thing to make any weird smells under the hood of my car. And then very quickly, right in the center of the grommets, we're gonna put a little bit more white lube. So next up, we need to heat up this F logo here in order to get it off. I happen to have a space heater here going, so I'm just gonna hold this in front of the heater for probably, a minute or two, let it get a little warm, soften up that double-sided tape, and then we're gonna go ahead and use a plastic trim removal tool to go ahead and peel it off. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead with our trim removal tool here and try to get up underneath the logo. And very carefully work it up. Like so. All right. Here it is. So now we're going to take this inside. I'm gonna bring it in the house, I'm gonna clean it up, I'm gonna get some of this old double-sided tape off, and then we're gonna go ahead and reapply some double-sided tape to it and stick it on. Alright guys, so we just had to run out and grab some double-sided tape. Totally, completely forgot I was gonna need it. So I will leave some in the video description below, that way you guys can order it if you need it. If you do order from that link, it does help us out. We are using 3M Automotive Advanced. It's the one with the red backing here. And I went ahead and I cleaned the back of this emblem off with a razor blade. So now we're just going to go ahead and very carefully apply the tape to the emblem. This doesn't have to be perfect. This stuff is actually really strong. So as long as you get a decent amount of it on there, you'll be in good shape. All right. This is what we ended up with here. So now we are going to go ahead and peel the backing off of this tape, and then we're going to stick it on. To prep the surface here where this sticker is going to go, or the double-sided tape rather is going to go, I am just going to give it a very quick wipe down here with some glass cleaner. This should get rid of any residue that is left over. And then before we place this sticker, I am just going to make sure that it is dry. All right, all of our backing is off. I'm just going to go ahead and line it up and press down. All right, now we can go ahead, head over to the car and put the engine cover on. Now I do just very quickly want to show you how easily this installs. You're just going to line up the grommets here, like so, and push. 1, 2, here's this here, 3, and 4. Just like that. Your engine cover is now installed, so let's go ahead really quick, throw our strut tower brace back on, and torque them down. Alright guys, now our personal last step here is to go ahead and tighten this strut tower brace. We're going to tighten all 6 bolts back down to 49 foot-pounds. If you don't have a strut tower brace, you're done. Your install is complete. But let me go ahead, torque these down, and then I'll show you our finished product. All right, guys, we just wrapped up our install here. We torqued down our strut tower brace, and all I can say here is wow. You know, the guys at RR Racing really know how to make your engine bay look phenomenal. Here we have our air oil separator along with our carbon fiber beauty cover into our intake kit with our carbon fiber heat shield. This engine bay looks absolutely fantastic. I'm so excited with how this is coming together. I am ordering a few more bits from those guys. They make a nice battery tie down that we are going to get, and they have a nice oil cap that we're going to look into getting. Now, I am going to go ahead. I'll leave a link to their website down in the video description below. I'll leave a link to all of these products that you see here. Like I said, we have our engine cover, our air oil separator, our intake kit with our breather relocation, and our heat shield. These things are all functional. They help. For example, the engine cover is not insulated like the factory one, so it's not going to retain heat. It's going to let the engine run a little bit cooler on the outside. The heat shield here is going to keep hot air from entering your intake when the secondary intake opens. This guy here is going to completely eliminate any hydrocarbons coming in from the valve covers. It deletes the breathers. And then the air oil separator is going to help filter the oil out of the air before it gets sucked back into the intake through the PCV system. So this stuff is all functional and it all looks phenomenal. So if this video helped you, or if you like what we're doing here, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, I'll leave these links to all these things here down below. I'll leave the link to the double-sided tape we use down below. If you buy from those links, it helps. And if you're buying one of RR Racing's items, just let them know, hey, Stefan over at S&E's Garage sent me. I saw his video and I liked your product. You guys doing that helps us be able to afford this car and do things like this. So we appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.